Sorry for the sudden message. Nice to meet you. I'm Abigail. Abigail? I'm sorry, but I don't know you. Are you sure that you're contacting the right number? Huh? I don't think it's a wrong number. You are Gloria, right? Yes, I am, but I'm afraid I must say that I don't know who you are. I'm really sorry. No worries. It's understandable that you don't know me. We've never met anyway. I see. But your husband has always been very kind to me. My husband? Are you Adam's colleague? That's correct. Oh, yes, I understand now. So how can I help you? I mean, you're my husband's subordinate. So how did you get my number? Well, don't worry about the details. Actually, I contacted you because I have something to tell you, Gloria. What is it? It's too much trouble to go on and on about it, so I'll just tell you straight to the point. Please divorce your husband. What? Let me say it again. Will you divorce your husband? I don't get it. What do you mean by that? You're so stubborn. You need to use your imagination. I'm going to marry your husband. The problem is, polygamy isn't allowed in the United States. So, I wish you to divorce your husband. Did I make myself clear? Sorry, I still don't understand at all. You are my husband's colleague, right? Are you telling me that you are having an intimate relationship with him? Geez, how many times do I need to explain? I told you to use your imagination, didn't I? Of course, there's no way that I'm just going to end as your husband's subordinate. I'm currently dating him. I love your husband very much. That's why I don't want to be just a girlfriend anymore. I want to get married to him. What? I can't believe that you're dating my husband. Since when? To be honest, I don't remember the exact date. Well, it just happened. I mean, when I realized, it just started. What do you mean? Did it really happen by chance? My husband has never shown me any indication of that. Of course he was trying to hide it because he didn't want you to find out. You're so dull that you didn't realize. That's why you're a loser. So what you're telling me is true then? Yes, of course. You're so persistent. I want you to divorce your husband at your earliest convenience. Anyway, since I'm still not sure if you're telling the truth or not, I'll talk to my husband once. As you know, divorce isn't an easy decision to make. I think it'll be useless. Well, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. What do you mean? Because your husband didn't want you to find out. So I don't think he'll tell you the truth, no matter how much you force him. I understand. Anyway, I'll discuss this with Adam. Well, be my guest. But if you're going to get a divorce, the sooner the better. Just do me a favor, okay? My head is in turmoil because of what I've been told. To be honest, I thought I knew Adam better than anyone else. And if I count from the time when we started dating, he has been with me for quite a few years. I believed that there was no way he would betray me in the form of adultery. So I immediately texted Adam. Adam, can I have a minute now? I really need to ask you something.
Oh, I didn't expect you to text me while I'm at work. How unusual. What's the matter?
Is there someone named Abigail at your workplace?
Yeah, I know her. What's happening? How did you get to know her?
I hate to ask this, but are you in a relationship with her?
She is just a co-worker of mine. I don't have any other relationship with her. What's this all of a sudden?
Really? Can I trust you?
You texted me out of the blue just to ask that? What's going on?
I just got a message from Abigail.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's what I want to ask you. She said that she's going out with you and wants to get married to you. She also asked me to divorce you. Could you explain what's happening?
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? It's all a lie. You have to believe me. You know better than anyone that I would never cheat on you, don't you?
I know, but it was so sudden and I was surprised. I got a message from a woman I don't know, out of the blue.
I'm sorry that you had to go through all the trouble. To be honest, I'm a little uncomfortable saying this, but it's true that I felt Abigail's affection for me. I admit that. But everyone in the company knows that I'm a married man. In fact, I'm even famous for being a loving husband. So there's no way I'd ever have an affair with someone or anything like that.
You're right. I'm relieved to hear that.
It's impossible for me to have an affair with a coworker.
But how did Abigail find out about my number?
That's a real mystery. I wouldn't want any weird rumors to spread at the company either. I'll look into it too, but really, there's nothing for you to worry about. I'll do my best to get home early today so we can talk about it when I get home.
Okay then. Good luck with your work. Adam came home on time as promised. Then, we had a good discussion directly and found out that it was completely Abigail's misunderstanding, just as I believed. It seems that she got my phone number from somewhere and registered me as a friend on WhatsApp. I decided to stop associating with strange people like her, but the relentless messages from Abigail continued. Hey Gloria, are you still going to stick around? Please divorce your husband as soon as possible. Did you discuss with him about that properly? Lately, it seems that you've been ignoring my messages too. Tell me why. Abigail, you know what? What happened with my husband is completely your misunderstanding. Can you please not get involved with us anymore? Me and my husband have no intention of getting a divorce. Huh? You're the one who must stop getting involved, not me. I'm really dating your husband. That's why I told you to back off. Just admit it. I don't think I understand what you're trying to tell me. I can't believe it that you still don't understand. Maybe it's because you're too old to think straight. Well, let me tell you something. Can you prove that you're currently dating my husband? I can't prove anything. It's just a fact. He said that he's dating me, so there's nothing you can do to stop him. You're just a sore loser. If you insist so much, why don't you check with your husband again? You're so confident about that, aren't you? Don't you get it? Your husband was just scared that if you found out about the affair, you'll end up in depression because of the shock since you're an elderly woman. For your information, I've already talked it over with my husband. About what? On the day I got the message from you. We talked it over. Huh? Are you serious? I thought there was absolutely no way you could discuss something like that with your husband. We're a married couple, you know. That's why we always discuss everything before making our decisions. It's not like we're in a casual relationship. Whatever it is, we can discuss it together. Don't you dare make fun of me. But still, it's useless. There's no way your husband would admit what he's been doing. He certainly denied about having an affair with you. See? I told you. What you've done was totally useless. But it's not like he's hiding it. He was really serious about it. We've known each other for over a decade now. I can at least tell the difference between a lie and the truth about my husband. He's a very honest man. You're so persistent, you know that? I know your husband better than you do. In fact, he spends more time with me than with you. Well, that's because you both are working at the same company. But it doesn't matter. Everyone spends more time working anyway. I don't think it's anything special. I know your husband better than you do. The truth is, he wants to date a young girl like me, not an old woman like you, Gloria. That's what men do, don't they? I think you just admitted that you're not dating my husband. Oh? So what? I love your husband more than you do. Just get a divorce. Then your husband will wake up and realize how much I mean to him. I'm sure he cares about me. You're such a silly woman, Abigail. What did you say? I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm gonna divorce my husband. The fact that you fell in love with him means that my husband is attractive, and I'm happy for him. But he's still my husband, so please give up on him. There will never be a divorce. I'm not gonna give up on Adam. If you insist so much, I'll make you divorce with him. You better brace yourself. I had no idea what Abigail was going to do, so I was somewhat terrified. I showed Adam all of those messages. He reassured me that there was nothing to worry about as always. It seems that Adam had something in his mind. Gloria, are you there? Reply to me right away. Abigail, what is it this time? Don't pretend as if you knew nothing. You really know everything, don't you? I mean, it was you who planned all of that, right? Can you just tell me, why am I being transferred to a different department? What? You got transferred? Are you still going to play dumb with me? You must have arranged it somehow. Because you don't want to lose your husband, right? I didn't do anything. I don't work for the company. So there's no way I'm capable of doing such thing. Then why? Your husband said to me that I should stop bothering you. You must be the one who planned all of this. I told you that I'm not capable of doing such things since I don't work for the company you're working at. I just told my husband that I was having trouble since I've received some odd messages from you, Abigail. It seems that my husband was also troubled too. We decided to leave it alone for a while. Maybe my husband did something to make me less anxious. He always prioritizes me. Isn't that awful? I love your husband. Why should he treat me like this? It's just too much. I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I don't think so. You were sending me those annoying messages, weren't you? If you have something to say, just say it directly to me. I don't know if this is what my husband told you, but I heard that your attitude at work is terrible. Don't say random things like that. I was working diligently. But you were always late and couldn't meet deadlines. On top of that, you made a lot of mistakes. My husband complained that everyone was in trouble because of what you did. Your husband told you that? What his co-workers did is the responsibility of the entire team. That's why he is supposed to take good care of them. He was just doing his job. Since he was nice to you, maybe that's the reason why you misunderstood him. Adam was only being so nice to me? Are you telling me that your husband was trying to get me to change my attitude towards work? Well, that's the way the story goes. Oh no! I thought your husband was nice to me because he cared about me. Isn't that usually the case? I don't know. Well, maybe that positive thinking of yours is a good thing. But that's the way it is. So why don't you try to fix your attitude at work? Please don't contact me anymore. Then please convince your husband. You can do it, right? Are you kidding me? If you ask him, he might tell the HR to prevent me from being transferred. My new position is in a warehouse. I can't work in a dry, dusty room every day from now on. I'm giving up on your husband, so please do something to help me. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do it. I don't think my husband can either. He's not eligible for that. Why? Are you still angry about what I've done? I already apologized to you, didn't I? So forgive me. You should understand that your work attitude was the main reason why you were transferred in the first place. It's nothing to do with your approach to my husband. Don't you think you need to fix it from there? Isn't that a natural thing as an employee? I should just work hard from now on and fix it, right? Why don't you just give me one more chance? I know I keep saying this, but I don't work for the company. So, no matter how many times you ask me for help, I can't help you. I told you to ask your husband to help me. Why don't you just have your husband go talk to my boss? Actually, my husband is reading this message right now. No kidding! Really? I'm sorry. I'll work diligently from now on. So please ask the HR department to cancel the transfer. Apparently, that's not even possible for my husband. Why not? Because it was his boss who decided on your transfer. Besides, it seems that your coworkers are also having a hard time working with you. What? It's how I do my job, so my coworkers have nothing to do with this. It's everyone's job to improve the atmosphere in the workplace. It seems that your coworkers often ask the supervisor for advice about your bad attitudes. Is that so? You're kidding, right? I only heard about it, so I don't know the details. But you're spreading snacks on your desk at work, and you don't even know how to talk politely. Because of that, the company has received complaints from their clients. But it looks like you've never reflected on your own behavior. So instead, your coworkers always took care of it. I feel sorry for them. No way! But that doesn't mean that I have to be transferred, right? My husband's supervisor was asking a lot of questions about your behavior and performance. My husband can't lie to his supervisor, so he told him the truth. It seems that the transfer was the result of your bad attitude. Oh no! I was doing my job perfectly! I guess you were the only one who thought so. I'm sorry for you, but you'll just have to start from scratch at the new place. There's nothing I can do to help you, but if you feel bad about what you did, just hang in there from now on. I hope you can help my husband with his job someday. Goodbye. Due to her own big misunderstanding, Abigail is now working hard at the warehouse while complaining every day. I think she's lucky that she didn't get fired because of what she has done. I was kind of relieved to hear that she decided to work harder than before. I'm still getting along well with my husband, and we are planning to go on a movie date this weekend.
Jack, I'm sorry. Can you get takeout or delivery for tonight's dinner?
Huh? Why?
I don't feel too great.
What, you're not better yet? You've been saying you're not feeling well for a while now.
It's not like it's a fever, so I can't just get better. I always feel like I'm going to throw up or like I'm anemic.
I know that pregnancy isn't a sickness, but do you feel like you want to throw up because of the morning sickness? Does that still happen after your stomach gets big?
A lot of people only have bad morning sickness in the first trimester, but for others, it continues throughout their pregnancy. But I think it's because I have all this pressure on my stomach.
What? Does that mean you're not going to feel better until you give birth?
Who knows? I can't say for sure either. But it's not like I feel awful every single day. I still have days where I feel okay.
You say that, but Christina, all you've been doing since your pregnancy is sleep. Your excuse is always that you don't feel well.
I'm not making excuses.
Other pregnant women are walking around or exercising, you know? Why don't you try to walk around the house or something?
I've been moving around whenever I can, but the doctors told me that the best thing to do is rest.
I guess. But didn't you gain too much weight? You're getting bigger and bigger.
Do you think so? The doctors haven't warned me about my weight or anything. I think it just looks that way because of all the puffiness.
No, I swear, you got fat. You look like a sea lion when you're sleeping.
You don't have to say it like that.
It's the truth. You look like a sea lion on the shore. You snore so loud too. The other day, I even praised myself for marrying a woman like you.
Okay.
But I mean, I think you just don't feel good because you haven't been moving around. There's still time before dinner, so you might feel better by then. Can you make me dinner? I've been out drinking a lot recently, so my diet has been pretty unhealthy.
I still feel nauseous when I stand up.
That's just how you feel now, isn't it? You'll be fine by the time I come home. Okay, I'll be waiting for a dinner full of vegetables then. Make a healthy meal for me.
What? You can't just do that. It's your own fault your diet has been bad. It's because you've been going out drinking. I messaged you because there's a high possibility I won't be able to cook dinner.
How should I know? You're a stay-at-home wife that gets to lounge around all day. At least do the household chores that you're responsible for.
Are you just going to disregard the fact that I'm pregnant?
Look, other pregnant women are going out and doing grocery shopping. Why are you acting like a sick person? You've been slacking off on cleaning recently too. I can tell you know that, right?
I've been doing my best when I can.
I'm telling you that it's all half-assed. What do you think I'm making you a stay-at-home wife for? I don't like dirty room. I'm already stressed from working, so make sure that I can relax at least when I come home. Who do you think is supporting you financially?
I'm sorry. I'll do better from now on.
You should have just said that in the beginning. If the room is still dirty how it was this morning, I'm going to make you clean until it's spotless. Make sure you clean the bathroom too.
Jack, I'm sorry that I couldn't make dinner tonight.
It's fine, I'll just get something to eat. Either way, you should have messaged me or something before you slept. You should have told me that there was no dinner.
I'm sorry.
The house is just as dirty as it was this morning when I left, too. Gosh, it's horrible.
I had a fever. I thought I'd get better if I slept, but it just kept getting worse.
What? You got sick when you don't even go out?
Maybe I caught it when I went grocery shopping a few days ago.
You don't even go out regularly, but you had to catch a cold the one time you did go out? Aren't you just full of bad luck? What are you going to do if I get sick too?
I'll sleep in the living room tonight.
You better. Make sure you get rid of the bacteria in our bedroom, too. And change the sheets.
I'm sorry, I feel nauseous and don't think I can do that today.
What? There's no dinner when I come home from work, and the room is dirty on top of that. Are you even useful at all?
Useful? Am I just in your life to do your chores for you?
I didn't say that, but are you forgetting that you're a stay-at-home wife? Is a pregnant woman so superior that she doesn't have to do anything?
I never acted that way.
Well, you are. I'm working every single day while you lounge around at home. You use the excuse that you're sick or that you're pregnant and get to be lazy every day.
I'm not lounging around. The child in my stomach is your kid too.
I know that.
You don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be able to say something like this.
I'm working hard to financially support you and that child in your stomach. You're the one that doesn't understand how hard I'm working.
I do appreciate how hard you work, but I want you to research a little more about pregnancy. Some pregnant women can move around, while others can't at all. It's not like everybody has the exact same symptoms.
It's probably your fault because you weren't living a proper life before your pregnancy. I bet you were slacking off on the cleaning and everything even before you got pregnant.
I wasn't doing that. That's why the room was clean, wasn't it?
Who knows? You might have been going out to have fun while you hired a maid or something.
I'd never do that.
As punishment for not making my dinner, make sure you make the house spotless.
I told you, I have a fever.
I'm telling you not to slack off on the household chores just because of a fever. Make sure everything is perfect. Oh, and my friends invited me out for drinks, so I'll be home around midnight.
If someone has time to go out and have fun, wouldn't a husband normally help out at home?
Don't force your standards on me. Besides, I'm allowed to have fun because I'm working hard. You can rest after you complete all of your responsibilities too.
How can you say something like that? I've been living my life thinking about our kid. I've been restricting myself from things like alcohol so that I can have a healthy baby. You've never changed anything in your life, even after I got pregnant. You leave all the chores to me and say that I'm worthless if everything isn't done perfectly.
I didn't say you were worthless.
You asked me whether I'm any use in your life earlier.
God, I swear, you're so annoying. I'm going out to have fun, so don't bring down my mood. Did you become hysterical after getting pregnant? You don't do the chores, your attitude is annoying. There's nothing good about you after your pregnancy.
I'm over this.
What? What now? Are you going to get mad too?
All I need to do is do the chores perfectly, right? I know now that it's useless trying to talk to you.
Yeah, if you understand, don't try to talk back to me. You really became one annoying woman, didn't you? I'd hate to think this is how you're going to be in the future. Hey, Christina, where are you? Oh, you make me so frustrated. You said you weren't feeling well, but you're not even at home. Where did you go without even cleaning?
Your wife isn't here anymore.
Huh? What do you mean by your wife? So what? Where are you? Why is the room not clean?
Jack, I'm not Christina.
I'm talking to Christina's number. What are you even saying?
Christina was brought to the hospital.
What?
You're talking to your mother. Would you care to explain what the hell is going on?
Mom?
Yeah?
Really?
If you don't believe me, do you want me to list down all the girls you liked when you were a student?
Alright, stop it. So what? Why do you have Christina's phone, Mom? And what do you mean she was brought to the hospital?
You made your pregnant wife who had a fever do the cleaning? Christina did the cleaning just like you said and passed out. She used the last of her energy to go outside and to call an ambulance.
Her fever? I thought it was just a small one.
Her fever was almost 104 degrees. She's also pregnant. Why would you make her do the household chores? Plus, I heard that you were out getting drinks.
I was just invited to go out when I went out for food.
And you were drinking until this late, weren't you? Normally, husbands would stay by their wives in times like this.
I can't just not show up to the bar.
Is that more important than being with your wife when she's sick with a fever? She's also pregnant. What in the world were you thinking? Why couldn't you even be kind to your own wife?
She's lounging around at home normally. It's not bad to make her do the chores.
Let her lounge around. She's pregnant. She can't survive without getting ample rest.
There are pregnant women who are raising kids on top of their pregnancy, and others who are still working.
They can do that because they have fewer symptoms and because they have support from the people around them. What did you do to support Christina?
I'm working to support her financially.
That's the bare minimum.
I'll listen to your lectures later. Where is Christina hospitalized right now?
Christina asked me not to tell you where she is.
What?
What you did was that terrible. You have no right to have a wife. Your wife is gone.
Christina, please. Respond to me. I want to see you in person and apologize properly. Are you still in the hospital?
I was released yesterday.
Christina, were you okay? I was so worried because you wouldn't contact me.
I was in the hospital because I wasn't okay.
Well, yeah, but
I contacted you today because I finally made my decision.
decision?
I need you to divorce me.
What? Excuse me?
I can't continue living with you. That's what I decided. So let's get a divorce.
Hold on a minute. A divorce? Because I told you to do the household chores?
It was all the things you've been doing to me. I asked you many times to do your research about pregnancy and childbirth. I explained that I couldn't do the cleaning when I didn't feel well too. But you wouldn't try to understand anything I said.
Because pregnancy isn't a sickness.
It's not. But I'm raising a child while risking my life. There's a possibility I could die while giving birth too. I'm going through all that, but look at how you've been treating me all this time.
I'm sorry. My mom lectured me and explained everything to me after what happened. I realize how hard pregnancy is now.
It's too late now.
Don't say that. I'm going to be better from now on, especially after our child is born.
I'm probably never going to forget how you treated me. How you said I was worthless if I don't do the household chores. Or how you told me to make sure the house was spotless when I had a fever. I realized that being with you only stressed me out.
I apologize for that, and I'll help you out from now on. Please, don't say you want a divorce. Christina, I married you because I wanted to be with you forever.
Then you could have been nicer to me or cared about me a little bit more. I showed my appreciation for how hard you were working every day. But I think a husband and wife need to support each other during times of need.
What about the child? Are you going to raise him or her on your own?
I'm going to focus on taking care of the kid for the first year after I give birth, but I'll start working after that because I need to make sure I can support my child.
Being a single mother is going to be hard.
I know that, but now I think it's going to be harder staying with you. Besides, my parents and your mom have said that they would be there to help me, so I'll be okay. I'll make sure to raise him or her properly.
I want to help raise our kid too.
Really? When you've had no interest in our kid all this time? You would insult me by saying that I look like a sea lion when my stomach became bigger? You never even bothered to learn about raising a child. You would look annoyed when I didn't feel well. You never worried about me or our child.
They say men take longer to realize they're actually going to be a father.
It's so annoying that you only know information like that. Don't use knowledge that only benefits you to get what you want.
I promise that I'm going to change. I swear that I'm going to make you and our child's well-being my priority.
You've never done anything this whole time, so I really can't believe your words right now. I'll contact you again about the divorce after I hire a lawyer.
I'm so sorry, Christina. Please, I really feel terrible about what I did. If you're gone, I won't have anything left. I realized that these past few days. I experienced firsthand how important your presence in my life is.
You'll be fine as long as you have someone to do the household chores for you perfectly. Basically, all you need to do is hire a maid. You have no right to have a family. That's why you don't need me either.
That's not true. I want to have a family because it's you, Christina. I want to care for you because I love you.
I don't think you'd tell someone you love to do the cleaning when they're nauseous with a fever. You went out drinking while leaving your pregnant and sick wife at home. I don't need a husband or father who isn't going to care for my health. Don't you think someone like that is useless in my life? My husband and I got a divorce. It wasn't a lot, but I got my share of the assets too. My husband kept insisting he didn't want a divorce until the end, but both my parents and my mother-in-law, as well as the friends around us, were on my side. It seems like everyone around him lectured him too. And he realized how terrible he had been to me. But just because he realized his mistakes doesn't mean I plan on fixing things with him. He's still the father of my child, so I'm going to get child support from him. And of course, I'll allow him to see his child. His relationship with me is over, but I can only hope that he'll be a good father to our kid. A few weeks after the divorce, I successfully gave birth. I had a healthy baby girl whom I am thankful for every single day. Of course, it's hard raising a newborn, but thanks to the support from the people around me, I'm getting by okay. I know life is only going to get harder once I start working, but still, I'm going to do everything I can to make my daughter live a happy life. Making sure to never take the kindness from the people around me for granted. I'm going to do what I can on my own, never forget how grateful I am, and raise my daughter as best as I can. I want to show my daughter that she's being raised, surrounded by everyone's love.